So, hello students. Today we'll be discussing session 3, that is operating system. Okay, so let's see what is operating system. Operating system is the software that acts as an interface between user and computer hardware. Between the user, that means we people who use the computer, and computer hardware, that is your computer. So in between, it works as an interface operating system. It takes the command from us, then gives the instruction, that instructions to the computer, it gets the work done by utilizing the total hardware and give the result to us. So that is the work for computer. Okay. Operating system is the software that acts as an interface between user and computer hardware. Few computer operating systems are Windows, Linux, okay, Unix, MS-DOS, Solaris, Mac operating system, etc. Gary Erlen Kildall is known as the father of operating system. He has invented the operating system. Okay, so operating system basically a software which works as an interface between the computer and between computer hardware and the user, that is we people who use the computer. Now here if you see this picture, there this is the computer hardware, and here we people are sitting here. So in between operating system is there. Sometimes we directly work with the operating system, sometimes or most of the times we work through the application software. Application software like MS Word. Okay, so you are doing the MS Word, so you are typing the content. That contents will be sending to the primary memory, that is in the RAM, or when you will be saving the document, it will go to the hard disk. Who will be doing this? Or operating system. So and it will manage the hardware, whether you are taking the printout, whether you are saving the file, that is memory management, you are taking the printout, that is peripheral management, device management, or say resource management. Hmm. So memory is whether you are typing something, the memory, if the memory is full, then it will give the message. If a memory is there, so it will be continuing. So here total hardware will be managed by operating system, and it will take the instruction from us, sometimes directly, sometimes through the application software like MS Word, or PowerPoint, or say MS Excel, etc, etc. Okay. Now operating system as an interface functions, as an operating system can be broadly categorized. What functionalities are there? Communication manager, resource management, okay, process management, then file management, memory management. Memory management, it used to do if it is full, wherever the it will save the file wherever memory is free. It will keep the content wherever memory is available. If memory is not available, then it will give the message. Okay, file management also it will be done. Hmm. Then process management. Suppose you are there are 20 people sitting in the computer, and one printer is attached, and everybody is giving the printout. So one printout command is a one process. Now there are 20 commands are there, that means 20 processes are there. So that one by one after another, first come first service basis, or whatever the round robin fashion, operating system will decide which process will be executing when, very fairly. There will be not be any corruption, because machine will be doing very fairly, it will be doing, and you will see that who has given the first command for printing is getting automatically the first printout. So that is process management is done by the, even sometimes we are in our one system, we are listening the music, that is one process. We are doing some calculation, that is one process. We are doing the internet, that is one process. That all those processes are managed by the operating system. Which process will go, how much time will run, will execute, how much time, that is also decided by the process management system. Resource management, all this printer, memory, okay, these are the resources for doing the work. So camera, so it will be managed by operating system. So let's see, this is operating system. Okay, this is a pictorial representation. You can see operating system, then the process management, resource management, file management, communication management, and memory management. Here, communication manager manages the communication needs of the system, be it communicating with the peripheral devices or the internet, are addressed by the operating system. So that communication is managed by the operating system. Each of the peripheral devices like printer, mouse have unique characteristics. That is what I am going to discuss. Is a driver. There is a software that is driver software. Each device, whether a printer, mouse, and etc., used to have some characteristics, and there is a software which will recognize these characteristics and behavior, that is called driver software. So here you can see the operating system uses special programs called as driver. So driver, what a driver? Driver is the special program which enable recognition of these devices of the and their properties. Which devices? This printer, mouse, each and every peripherals which is attached, pen drive, each and every, let you know that each and every external device which is attached with the computer, camera, webcam, printer, mouse, cordless mouse, USB. These are having one driver software. And earlier days, nowadays these driver softwares are available in the internet. It is available in the operating system itself. But earlier days, like MS-DOS operating system, driver was not simultaneously loaded into the memory. So to attach one, if you want that your printer will be working forever fit and fine, then you need to keep the driver software always. When you purchase one device, you used to, with then time we used to get the driver software along with that device, and we used to keep it safe, because once the driver software is lost, then device, there is no use of device. But hardware engineer used to have all kind of driver software they used to keep, because where if they go somewhere, then if the driver software is not there the client side, then they have to provide it. So that is, but nowadays it is available in the internet. So that's why we don't understand the importance of the driver software. Earlier, everybody knows that if there is a device, there is a software associated with it to run this device, particular device, which is called as driver software. Okay, so all these are there in the operating system for communicating with that peripheral. Then resource management, you can see that resource that we talk about here, talk of here, are the memory of the computer, the CPU time, files, then secondary storage, input output devices, etc. The operating system handles the allocation of all such resources, the property in which these are allocated to the various process to get an optimum performance from the system. So whenever which is required, memory is required, sometimes a file is required. I am recording. Okay, so here is I am using the software that is screencast-o-matic, as well as this file is also open, that PDF file is open, and so all these are maintained by the operating system properly. And resources, I am talking, camera is also working, and so whatever I am telling, this is being saved randomly by the computer. So all these, who is looking after in behind? So operating system. So that is the part of resource management. It is managing all the resources, whether camera, whether file, whether software. So here simultaneously three things it is managing. First of all, this PDF file, secondly memory, thirdly that webcam, and fourth screencast-o-matic also is working simultaneously. So that is. Then process management, already I have told you that The operating system manages, controls, schedules all the processes being executed in the computer, listening the music and doing the internet, one separate process that is managed by the computer operating system. It decides which process gets the processor and for how long. So that is done by this one. Then we have memory management. The memory management component of an operating system allocates memory to the processes in a dynamic manner, that is allocated on demand and releases when not needed. Dynamic manner at the runtime. One process is going on, that video recording is going on. If memory is not there, if for this, whatever the memory is required for recording this video, whatever the memory is required, that is allocated by the operating system. So the memory management, and as you know that whenever you people used to look the YouTube video, if your memory is a main thing, if memory there is a lack of memory, then what will happen? The video gets stuck, or your computer mobile gets hung. So it is managed by the operating system, and it used to allocate the free memory. So that is here also it is going on. Then file management, it is also done by the operating system. So operating system take care of all the files and folders maintained on the computer system. And not only that, they are copying, deleting, renaming, all these are commands are there in the operating system itself. Then there are two types of file systems. One is FAT, and another is New Technology File System, NTFS. So NTFS is the latest one. Otherwise, it is FAT. FAT 16 uses the 16-bit to store the data, and FAT 32 uses the 32-bit data. So this is details of files in a computer are stored and traced using a file system called FAT. FAT is used by the operating system to keep track of files on hard disks. Okay. Now, types of operating system. There are various kinds of operating system. There are first of all single task and multitasking operating system. The name itself says that single task operating system. It can do the single process at a time. Operating system allow execution of only single program at a time, and multitasking multiple program at a time. Nowadays, our computers are multitasking operating system. Why? Because we can do the multiple process at a time. As I told you that I can take the printout, as well as here also I am doing so many things. What is going on? My printer is on, some printing is going on, my recording is on, my file is on, and moreover the screencast-o-matic software is on. At the same time, this Bluetooth device, this is also connected with the computer laptop, that is also on. So simultaneously each and everything is managed by the operating system, and here it is multitasking. So multitasking operating system, and this thing. Then you have single user and multi-user. Single user means at a time one user can use the system, and multi-user means multi-user operating system is many user to access the system by maintaining an account of all the registered users. Real-time operating system, here it is like operating system which ensure that the response time is there. Response time, within this time one has to perform, the system has to perform. That is called real time, and that is also maybe fraction of second itself. Like for the work, like anti-aircraft missile system must fire as soon as it receives a signal from the enemy aircraft. Anti-missile, one missile is coming to attack, so anti-missile has to immediately come into the action to deactivate that coming missile. So that should be done within the fraction of second, even less than that time. So that is this kind of response, time bound response, is called a real time operating system. So yeah, here it is written, before it leaves the bomb and flies away. So missile is coming, before it's dropping the bomb, the anti-missile has to come into the action and deactivate the missile or bombing to the missile. So that has to be done, and it is time bound. Within the time, if 1 second even you delay, so bomb